afternoon. All right, I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. I'm so glad that you're here to practice yoga with me. I've got a great class in store for you today that I hope that you'll find energizing, rewarding. We're trying to build your strength and stamina. So before I get started, just wanted to say that I'm happy to be of service during this pandemic to help people continue their yoga practice. If you would like to help me make these videos, there's information on how you can support me in the video's description. Okay, so let's get started. Please say hello in the comments so I know you're there. Maybe even tell me where you're from if you're new. And if you haven't already subscribed, thumbs up, liked, then please do so. Let's get started. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, we're just gonna lift our arms up overhead and make fists and circles. Hi, John and Layla. Welcome. And we're just gonna take a little side bend here. Hi, Samuel. And then the other side. And we're gonna take a twist. And the other side. And back to center. Let's go ahead and shrug the shoulders, scoop them forward, up, back, and down. So scooping them forward, up, back, and down. One more time, forward, up, back, and down. And we'll take it the opposite direction. So back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. And one more time. Back, up, forward, and down. Let's take your right arm, my left arm straight across. Stretching out the top of your shoulders. And the other side. And release. All right. Oh, hi, Abigail and James. You made it. The link worked. All right. So let's go ahead and sit. Any comfortable position is fine. And we're just going to close our eyes for a moment. Connecting to our center before we begin. So as you inhale, fill your belly. Expand on the inhale and relax on the exhale. Nice deep breath in on the inhale. So relaxing on the exhale. Belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale. And fall on the exhale. Take a nice deep breath in all the way to the collarbones. And we're just going to hold our breath at top. Reset our stress levels. Lift our chest. Take the sides of our neck back. A few more seconds. And open the mouth, blow it out. Hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze. Take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. We'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. Let's open our eyes and we'll start on our backs. Let us just lay down for a moment. Then draw the knees into your chest. If you have a block, you can squeeze it between your legs. You don't need the block, but I'll just use it since it's here. You're going to squeeze and arms out to the side. You can do cactus arms or straighten the arms out if you can. Pull the knees up and you're just going to slowly check in with your body and your back as you drop your knees to one side and the other, starting to mobilize in our low back here. So you can go slow or you can pick up tempo and go faster. We're going to straighten the right leg and just tune into those hamstrings. If you want to straighten both legs, that's fine. Elbows out. You can gas pedal your foot forward and back, or do circles with the ankles. And the hands are either behind your hamstrings or you can walk them a little higher if you're feeling more open. You can even lift your head if you like and bring yourself closer to your knee. And then other side, you can start with the bent knee. For those of you that are less flexible, interlace your fingers behind your hamstring so you can stay here. And again, gas pedaling your left foot or making circles. You can straighten both legs. And you can stay here. Take your left hip crease down towards your right ankle. If you feel a little more open in your hamstrings, you can walk your hands up your legs, elbows out. You can even lift your head and shoulders if you're ready for that. And release. We're going to take your right knee over the left for eagle legs. And then the opposite, so the left elbow is on top. And you can simply bring your knees to touch your elbows, just like that. Or if you want it harder, you can lift your head and shoulders Keep pulling the belly in towards the spine. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Take your hands behind you. And then we're going to bring your balls of your feet together, knees out wide. Lift your head and shoulders so the chin is away from the chest. You're going to swivel the right knee towards the right elbow. Try to have them touch. So the knee moves and the elbow moves. It's not just one or the other. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And then we'll do the other side. So we'll take the left knee over the right elbow over the left. And then again, you can either tap the knee up towards the elbow, or you can do lift your head and shoulders, crunch in, just like that. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either one is fine. And then grab your ankles, bring your feet together, the balls of your feet, hands behind your head, lift your neck, and we're going to do double this time. So tap, 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 tap for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release, stretch it out. Big inhale. And draw the knees into your chest. And come on up. Little strength here. You're going to take your hands behind you. You're going to lift your butt off the floor. And then the elbows going back, you're going to do a little dip. So you're just going to do elbows back, dip it for 4, 3, 2, 1, building that strength in your triceps. And maybe you can kick your leg straight for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then dip again. You can just dip twice if you like. 1, 2, and then kick for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Continue like that. So 2 dips. If you want to go harder intensity, you can always do 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 dips. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 dips. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's take your hands behind you. Lift your chest. And look up. Lift your chest. And release. And maybe you can plant your feet and do reverse. Tabletop. The neck can go back. And come on down. Hi, Tracy. And then we're going to cross our ankles. And we'll come into all fours here. Let's drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Drop the belly. Round the back. Drop the belly. Drop the belly. And round the back. All right, let's bring your knees together and we'll do the opposite right leg, left arm. You can pulse it or just stay here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to just turn to the left, catch your foot and kick it away. And then other side, let's stretch the left leg, lift it straight up, right arm, 5, 4, 3, 2. And turn to your right. Let's kick it away. And release. So from here, you're going to take your right leg forward. So it's kind of like lizard pose like this. And you're going to lift the back knee off the floor. So my right foot is on the outside edge of my right hand here. So I'm stepping here. And then I'm pressing back into either plank or downward dog. So opening up, warming up the hips. You're going to step your left foot to the outer edge of your mat or your hand. And then press back to downward dog. Other side. Step the right foot and back. The left one. It's like lizard Spider-Man walks. Back. Yep. Slowly feeling those inner thighs and the hips warming up. Back. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. You can drop the back knee now. Hi Daisy, I'm glad you made it. Step it back. Drop the drop the back knee if you like. And one more time to the right. And one more time to the left. And then you're going to hold your plank here. You can come to your knees if you need to. Otherwise, hold plank. See if you can do shoulder taps here, engaging your core. Tapping my opposite collarbone and trying not to rock my hips. So really have to engage that core. It's the upper body strengthening and core at the same time. Let's do 3 more on each side. 2 more. Last one. And press back to downward dog. And feet are as wide as your hips. You're going to shift your hips to the left. Shift your hips to the right. And back to center. Let's take your right leg up and bring it forward between your hands. Left foot steps forward, forward folds. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the hearts. Okay, this is to build the strength in your posterior chain. Feet are hips width distance apart, so outer hip width distance is apart. So you're going to unlock your, come here. You're going to unlock your knees, but keep them straight. You're going to rock the weight into your heels. So see, I even lift up my feet. You don't have to, but just to show you that or you can show yourself by lifting up your toes and maybe even your foot that your weight has shifted to your heels. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Keep the weight in your heels, knees unlocked as your hips go back. Hips go back. Hips go back. Keep your chest lifted and your hands are behind you right here. So this is your founder. Okay. So the back is flat, your hips are back, the knees are over your ankles. They are definitely not coming forward on top of your toes or, okay, hands are behind you. You should feel some warm sensation, the low back, the glutes, or even the hamstrings. If you don't, then you need to do a little bit, pull your hips a little further back as you lift your arms forward. You can even take a sphere here with your fingers touching. As I pull my hips back, lifting the arms to touch in front. You can stay here or lift it higher, up to you. But feel the knees are unlocked. Try to straighten them a little bit, but they keep pulling the knees and the hips back. And that feeling in your low back, that is a great strengthening feeling that you're doing it right. Hamstrings and glutes. Also, this is to help you with any back pain. You really have to strengthen those posterior chain muscles. And then let's bring our hands up like we're doing, like we're pulling back like a rowing machine here, right? So we're going to pull back and then lock it here. And we're just going to crank up straight and down straight, maybe like 6 inches up and down. Little good mornings. Hinging at the hip, taking your hips back. The weight stays on your heels. You should feel this in your low back, in your hamstrings, your glutes. So really strengthening all the core posterior chain muscles. All right. Your low back should be fried if you're doing it right. Let's come on down. Whew. Good job. And you can shake your hips side to side. Relax your neck. Bend your knees. All right. You're going to bend your left knee and twist over to the right. If you need a modification, keep your hand on your sacrum and your left hand on a block or a chair and just turn your chest to the right. And then other side to the left. And release. Let's take your right leg back, left leg back, lower to your belly. And then for stamina, we're going to do a few back-to-back low planks. So you have a choice. You can either do plank like this or on your knees, or the hardest one is 8-point plank. So curling the toes, pressing down with the elbows, rolling up and holding it like this. Okay, we're going to do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, something like that, a few times. So get ready. You can choose which one you want. Actually, so let me show you this one. So I'll show you the 8-point plank. Here we go. And pressing down, rolling up, keeping your knees down. You're going to lift up between your shoulder blades, isometrically drag your knees up towards your elbows, elbows down towards your knees. Or you could do regular, any kind of plank, but we're building stamina. So let's go ahead and drop it down and release. That was 20 seconds. We'll do it again. You can go side to side, take a break, and come up again, building our stamina, lifting up. You can even make fists if it makes it easier for you, but give it your all. This is how you build your strength and stamina. All right, come on down. How you doing? Keep it up. We're halfway there. Okay, let's come on up. Press down. 20 more seconds. You've got this. 20 seconds is nothing, right? Keep pressing down. Squeezing your knees together. 5 more seconds. 2 more seconds. And release, coming down. You can shake side to side. Hang in there, guys. We're building our strength. We're building that stamina. Let's go. One more time here. Pressing down, rolling up. Squeeze the knees together, the elbows together. 5 more seconds, guys. Hang in there. Try to keep the neck in line with the spine. All right, come on down. How did we do? Not too bad? I hope so. Come on down. Hands by your side. And then you go ahead and clasp your hands together. And you're going to lift up. See if you can squeeze and lift your arms up away from your body. Take the back of your neck back and release. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward between your hands. That was not so bad, right? 30-second intervals. We might do 1-minute intervals. Step it forward. Forward fold. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's go ahead and take your left leg back so you're in a high lunge position. Again, strengthening. So if this is hard enough for you, you're going to stay here with your knee over your ankle. If you're able to go harder, build your strength, you're going to move your knee back until you can see part of your shin. Okay, that'll turn on more of your posterior chain on the right side. And then you'll take your hands in front of you. You're going to hinge forward as if there's a ball between your hands. Or if you want to just bring your hands together, that's fine too. And then you're going to come on up. So holding that ball, lifting up through the crown of your head. You can still, the knee is behind the ankle. You're going to turn and balance and twist for 6. Slow and controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Left hand down, easy twist. And step it back. Lower your left elbow, your right elbow. And you can bend the right knee to tap, left knee to tap for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on down. And let's find our favorite version of Cobra. So whatever that is for you, roll your shoulders back. You want to take the back of your neck back. And if it's comfortable, you can look up. All right, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose, out the mouth. Left leg up. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Come on up. So again, you can stay here or you can move you can straighten the leg a little till you see your shin, or just move it back a little. Building strength. You guys feel stronger? Your back is getting stronger. Your posterior chain's getting stronger. Lean forward 45 degrees. If this is too hard for you in front, just keep your hands back here. 3 breaths, 2 and 1. Come on up. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. You can hold an imaginary beach ball or you can have fingers touching. It's up to you. And you're just going to turn, twist, and balance. Just like that. Okay, so lift up. Do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then go ahead and drop your hand down, easy twist. And then step it back. Lower to your belly, point your toes. Come up for cobra, roll your shoulders back. And downward dog. Right leg lifts. Let's bring it forward. Spin the back heel down, warrior 1. Come on up. You're going to take your hands behind you, lift your chest, and straighten the arms. You're going to pull your right hip back, draw your belly in, and then leaning on the inner thigh, lift your arms up for humble warrior. You're going to release. Bend the back knee to the floor. Left elbow comes down. And you're going to swing over for side plank. So stack your knees and lift your hips as high as you can. If you need to straighten the leg, you can. Lift your hips and stay here or twist it back and up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe open the arms and release. Come on back to your belly. Find your favorite cobra. Roll your shoulders back. And downward dog. Left leg lifts. Let's bring it forward. Spin the back heel down. Warrior 1. And clasp your hands. The opposite pinky at the bottom this time. Roll your shoulders back. And come forward for humble warrior. Resting on the inner thigh. And release. Let's quarter turn to your right. So I'll just flip around. But you just quarter turn to your right here. So parallel your feet. And then fold for Prasarita. Lift and lengthen, nice flat back. And then you're going to take your left hand down and twist over to the right for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Heel to your feet closer together. And then you're going to slowly come on up. And we're going to do a little more strengthening in the legs. So let's come into goddess, heels in, toes out, and we're going to just come on down. So just pulse down until your squat as low as you're comfortable. And then lift. And then squat. We can do heart to the sky. So it looks like this. Exhale all the old gray energy out of your body. And then inhale, new energy in. Exhale, sit your hips back. Exhale, old energy out, new energy in. Heart to the sky. Picture just gray, cloudy, any energy that no longer serves you coming out. So you can breathe new, fresh air in. 3 more like that. 2. And last one. All right. So now we're going to turn your right foot out. The left foot is parallel to the side of your mat. And we're going to just bring your elbow to the top of your thigh here for a side angle pose. So reaching long through your side body. And then hand behind your back, roll your shoulder back. You can drop your hand to the floor here or a block if you like. Bend and straighten if you like. And then you can take a full bind if it's part of your practice, or you can stay in your half bind. And release. Slowly come on up. Turn your foot in, other foot out. And then we're just going to bring the elbow to the thigh for your side angle. And drop your hand to the floor if it's available. Bend and straighten. Take the top hand behind you. An option to take a full bind. And release. Quarter turn. And one more time, quarter turn. All right, so the right leg is forward. We're gonna bend and almost tap or tap the knee to the floor. So you can almost tap it or tap it. Let's just do 10, 9 for strength in the legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then fold forward for a hamstring stretch. Forehead towards the shin. Option to pulse. And then hands to the floor. Take your leg back. Left leg forward. Right leg forward. A little mountain climber here if you like. Little taps. Or if you want to go harder. Just like this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg forward. Come on up for high lunge. Square your hips forward. And here we go. Building that strength. Down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and straighten both legs. Take your left hip back and fold. And then step it back. So you're in full plank. And you can walk your feet up on the outside edges of your hand here. As close as you can. Lift your bottom and walk it back. So you can walk it slowly or engage your core lift onto your tippy toes and then see if you can jump your feet to the outer edges of your hands and then see if you can do it as softly as you can, like a ninja. So let's do that. Just like that. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last 1, and hold it here. Drop your tailbone down, lift your chest. If your heels cannot come down, you can roll a blanket or you can roll your mat like this so the heels are lifted like that. Or if neither of those work for you, last resort, you can sit on a block. So go ahead and close your eyes. And take a moment of gratitude to yourselves for showing up to your mat today, taking care of our bodies, for this beautiful day. And simply for our breath. All right, open your eyes. Left hand comes down. Use your arm to press the left knee back if you can and find a twist here. So you can stay here. If you're able to do a backwards bind, you just bend the bottom arm with the palm facing out and you can just grab on to the wrist or your fingers, roll your shoulder back, lift and lengthen, other side. Right arm comes down, press the right arm into that right knee, and then maybe take a backwards bind. Maybe not. And release. We can meet back in child's pose or downward dog. Those of you that have a Bakasana practice, if you want to come into that before you jump back, spreading your fingers wide, looking forward, lifting one leg and maybe the other, shooting back, and we can all meet in puppy pose or child's pose. So puppy pose, hips are over the knees. We'll just take A little rest here. You can do knees, chest, chin too, where the chest comes down towards the floor. All right, then we'll move into our shoulders. Go ahead and clasp your hands and come on up. So this is your dolphin, should be a shoulder opener. Keep pressing down. If you're able to bring your feet together to lift your right leg straight up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Left leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring your knees down. And we didn't do any chest strengthening yet, so let's just do 3 chaturangas together. So from teaching these classes for 10 years, I know everyone, almost everyone, except for maybe 1% of you, is going to be right here on your knees. So if you're on your knees, feel free to be like this if you're strong enough, but most people are like this. So what I don't want is your butt to be up in the air. Everybody does this, a lot of people, and they do like this. Instead, bring your hips forward, neck in line with the spine. Your back is completely straight, and then your elbows come back behind you for 3, 2, and 1. All right, find a cobra, and let's take your right leg forward. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hips forward. Stretch into those hip flexors. You can stay here or reach your arms up overhead. Anjali and release. So from here you can take your right hand under the belly button and side bend. You can drop your elbow onto your thigh. You can just side bend into that nice side body stretch. Stretching into your tensor fascia lata, fanning the ribs. And release. Let's rock your hips back, heel down, toes up for Ardha Hanuman. You can do this with blocks or fingertips, or perhaps you're up here. If you have blocks, probably the easiest with your block here, or anything at home that is like a block, like some big soup cans or something. Dragging the heel back towards you, scooping your heart forward. You can stay there static, or you can move forward and back, forward and back. Forward and then back. Pull your heel back towards you, and then fold over the front leg, forehead towards the shin. And release. Let's bring your left leg forward. Interlace your fingers and hinge forward. And you can stay here or reach your arms up overhead. And come on up. Left arm up, right under the belly, side bend. And release. And then you can bend and straighten, or let's do Ardha Hanuman first. Dragging the heel back towards you, scooping the heart forward and folding. Or you can rock it forward and back. Okay, then we're going to do one more for stamina, one more plank just for 1 minute. You can come down when you can't. If you're tired, you can come down, but we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to start in a high plank. You can do any plank that you like. Just make sure there's no saggy backs and make sure the hips in line with your spine and the back of your neck is in line with your spine. Try to knit your ribs, tailbone down. We're almost halfway. Just hold on. All right, we're halfway. If you like, you can take it down now to your forearms. It's actually not easier, but it's easier on the wrists. So keep pressing down. You can bring your feet closer together or further apart, whichever one feels better to you. And we're almost done. 5 more seconds. All right, and we're done. Bring your knees down. Good job. Excellent. Come on down. Let's take your right forearm here, turn over to your left and grab your foot. Pull your toes back. And it comes to the outer hip. All right, other side, grab your foot, curl the toes back if you can. Otherwise, just grab your foot and pull it in. The heel should come to the outside of your right hip. And release. All right. Let's take one last cobra. If you'd like, you can take Dhanurasana instead. And release. And we're going to end up on our backs. Finish off with some leg stretches. Let's take your right leg up. If you have a strap, you're going to put it on the arch of your foot here. Squeezing the inner thighs. If you don't have a strap, you can easily just interlace your fingers anywhere behind your hamstrings, behind your legs. If you're feeling more open now, you can walk your hands up your legs, maybe even lift your head and shoulders and hold on to the heel, pull it in, give your knee a kiss for all of the years of working for you for free. All right, you can grab your big toe or just take the strap, take it your foot out to the side. I have to scoot down here. So you can also just take your elbow down and hold your leg up like you're holding, yeah, you can just like hors d'oeuvres, like you're holding hors d'oeuvres, a tray of hors d'oeuvres. Hold your calf or grab your big toe and take it out. You want to make sure that left hip is not rocking up too much. Ooh. And then come back. You can start with your knee bent up in towards your chest. Then you're going to rock all the way over. Stack your sitting bones and twist. And you can stay here or you can straighten this front leg, the top leg. You can even put it on a block. And release. And then other side, left leg up. You can lift and walk up your leg if you're able to. And pull the knee in for a little kiss. And then take your leg out to the side, making sure the right hip does not rock up. Arms out to the side. And then back to center. Let's draw the knee into your chest and rock it over to the right. You want to stack your pelvic one over the other, the pelvic bones. And you're stretching. Or maybe you're straightening the leg. If you want to straighten it, you can always use a block to hold it up. And release. Okay. And you can end with either a happy baby here. Let's do happy baby. Stamp your low back into the floor. You can grab your big toes and maybe do straight leg happy baby if it's available. And release. So you can just kick your legs out for Shavasana, or you can join me as we close out together in a seated, comfortable position here. So arms out to the side and arms overhead. Take your namaste hands into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thanks for joining, everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and share it with a friend. And I normally live stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 5 p.m. So please join me again. Bye.